It arrived at 10:47 p.m., just as I was brushing my teeth. My phone lit up on the bathroom counter with a message that froze me mid-motion. I'm sleeping away for a couple of days. Use your hand and have fun. A winking face at the end. Playful. Cruel. Mint foam lingered on my tongue as I stared at my reflection. My toothbrush hovered in the air, but my pulse had already begun to race. It wasn't the words that hurt. It was the ease behind them. The way they carried no warmth, no hesitation. Ava used the text like she couldn't wait to hear back. Paragraphs filled with affection. Emojis, questions, longing. Now this, a careless message. Sent without thought, as if to someone she no longer respected enough to lie to properly. I stared at the screen until it dimmed. My chest tightened with something between disbelief and heartbreak. I typed half a dozen replies. Where are you going? Sleep away? With who? But deleted everyone. In the end, all I sent was, okay, have fun. The irony stung as soon as I pressed send. The house was silent, except for the steady hum of the refrigerator. Her perfume still clung faintly to the couch, that expensive floral scent she wore whenever she wanted to feel desirable. She left right after dinner, saying she had to help a friend move. No details. No names. Just a quick kiss on the cheek, and that small flicker of guilt in her eyes she thought she hid so well. Sleep never came. Every time I closed my eyes, my mind painted images I didn't want to see. Her laughing in someone else's bed, her voice soft, the same laugh that once belonged to me. At 2 a.m., I gave up and grabbed my phone again. No new post from her, but her friend Lily's story caught my eye. A short boomerang of 2 wine glasses clinking in dim light. A faint figure in the background. Familiar hair, familiar posture. Ava. The caption read, Weekend escape clinking glasses sparkles. 2 glasses. 2 shadows. That was all it took. Something inside me cracked quietly, like glass under pressure. The next morning, I went through the motions. Emails, dishes, coffee. But the world felt hollow, mechanical. Every sound was too loud. Every silence was too deep. I couldn't stop replaying that message in my head. Who tells their husband something like that? The words weren't just cold. They were deliberate. Maybe she wanted me to react. Maybe she wanted me to stop caring altogether. By the second night, I couldn't take it anymore. I opened her laptop. Not to spy. I told myself, just understand. The screen came alive immediately. No password. Either she trusted me too much, or she simply didn't care anymore. Her emails and photos looked clean, almost too clean, but her browser history wasn't. Lake View Cabin Couples Retreat. How to turn off location, sharing iPhone. Romantic playlists. My hands went cold. I opened her iCloud photos. A hidden folder, locked. I didn't know her passcode, but I remembered her brother's birthday. I tried it. The folder opened, and there she was. Ava, laughing in candlelight, wrapped in bedsheets that weren't ours. A man's hand rested on her leg. His face was out of frame, but the compass tattoo on his wrist was unmistakable. Mark, her co-worker, the same man she once said barely spoke to her. Everything inside me went silent. No yelling, no tears, just stillness, a kind of numbness that felt heavier than rage. I sat there for minutes, staring at the screen, each breath cutting through me like glass. Then, without thinking, I forwarded the photos to my own email. Maybe to prove it was real. Maybe because I needed the evidence to make sense of what I already knew. She came home 2 days later. Sunday night. Same perfume. Same routine. She smiled, kissed me lightly. "Did you miss me?" she asked, tossing her bag onto the couch like nothing had happened. I looked at her closely. The faint tan on her skin, a new necklace, the scent of his cologne hidden under hers. "Yeah," I said quietly. "I missed you." We ate dinner in silence. She filled the air with a rehearsed story about Lily, boxes, and wine. Her voice was calm, but her eyes kept dodging mine. After dinner, she went to shower. I stayed at the table, staring at the phone she'd left charging beside me. A chat pinned at the top, Mark. Curiosity, or maybe madness, made me tap it. The most recent messages read, "He still doesn't know. I almost told him, "Don't. He'll find out soon enough. 2 more weeks, then I'll end it. Promise." I dropped the phone. 2 more weeks. Then what? Confession? Divorce? Another trip? The shower stopped. I heard the curtain slide open. My hands trembled as I picked up my own phone. Instead of confronting her, I typed a message. "I'm leaving for a few days. Don't wait up." When she stepped into the hallway, towel wrapped around her, she froze. "What? Where you going?" I gave a faint smile. "Just some time away. To sleep." Her expression shifted from confusion to realization to fear. "You saw it, didn't you?" she whispered. I didn't reply. I walked past her, suitcase in hand, my heart strangely calm. Everything was already packed. The photos, the truth, the silence. At the door, I turned once. She stood there, clutching the towel like it could shield her from what she'd done. "Please, Ethan," she started, but I was already gone. Outside, the night air felt sharp and clean, like the first breath after being underwater too long. I started the car and drove with no destination, just distance. My phone buzzed once more, her name glowing on the screen. "I'm sorry." But this time, I didn't answer.